You know what's sad? Most people believe there's only black and white. Many people tend to see only those two colors, missing the nuances and complexities that exist in between. What we don't realize is life is full of grays, and not just grays, many colors, and there's a wide spectrum of perspectives and experiences, and we can't help but appreciate only those that we have experienced or what we see and what we understand without even trying to listen to other perspectives. You know what I mean? Anyways, I have finished 3 books from yesterday and today. I think that's productive of me. I finished an audiobook, Horrorstor by Grady Hendrix, and as usual, I have read a couple of Grady Hendrix before. It's cozy horror. Like, it's not too scary, but it's also creepy in a way. So Horrorstor is set in like this IKEA-like store, like furniture store, and eventually becomes a creepy store advertising torture devices. It's weird because the store actually changes, like it confuses you. So you follow Amy, which is one of the staff in Orsk. She's just a regular employee, regular zombie employee, and she's like doing her, not her best, but what she thinks is deserving for her pay. You know what I mean? Then there came this creepy happenings during midnight in the store. Like, there are broken pieces, there are vandalisms, there are shadows in the CCTV. So they were tasked to stay overnight because the next day they were supposed to be checked or visited by the bosses. So they stayed there and creepy things happened, and eventually they discovered the history of the place. And yeah, simula dun, dire-diretso na. It's okay, not too scary as expected from Grady Hendrix, but hearing those advertisements or like kind of an engaging tone for advertisement of torture devices are so creepy to me. I also finished Once Upon an Apple by Gabrielle Landi. Gabrielle or Gabriella. So this is supposed to be a retelling or reimagination of Snow White. Yeah, Gabrielle Landi. This was supposed to be a retelling or reimagination of Snow White, but I felt like it's kind of written for a retelling. This is a clean romance story, as in no dirty scenes, no dark scenes, no villain actually, as in just a cozy, romantic, sweet read. We follow Sophia, who is a goat caregiver? No, goat. So she took a job as a milkmaid for the local nobility and creating her own family with the friends she meets at the Cozy Cat Cafe. So this Sophia is basically employed by this noble family, and apparently one of the children of this noble lord and lady was Caspian, one of the guards for the king, and very, very, very puggy and hot, apparently. So from strangers, they became friends, and then they became lovers, the usual blah blah blah. But it's so kilig, as in I was smiling, I was giggling. This is a very light read, so if you want something to, I don't know, just enjoy something that you don't have to think too much about, Once Upon an Apple is a good choice. I actually received book 2, Once Upon a Rose. This one naman is a reimagination of the story of Beauty and the Beast. So I am more excited on that kasi Beatrice or Beauty is, or siya ba yung Beast? No, I think she's the Beauty kasi she's a librarian. She was mentioned a lot in the first book. So mas naging interested ako sa kanya. I also finished one book
one non-fic, which is Mindset by Carol Dweck. This is a self-help book. I don't know why I'm pushing myself to read self-help because I'm not a fan. But the first one that I read this year na self-help is Influence. And I found it very helpful, very oo nga no moment. But Mindset is kind of like something meh. I didn't realize anything. It's just stock knowledge na I already understand, I already know. So now I am supposed to read Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is the book of the month for March for the Bookish Bunch book club. I am hearing a lot of good things about this book. This is the first book of Rose Hill series. Unfortunately, I don't have a physical copy. I also need to finish Once Upon a Rose, the book 2 for Once Upon an Apple. Kasi the book 2, yung ating Beauty and the Beast, will publish March 19. Kaya I want to finish that as well. Baka yun kaya unahin ko. Kasi at least Wild Love, I can move.
This is what I was looking for. A little bit of romance and big on the plot. I think that's the best formula for fairy tales. Because, girl, I'm eating it up. Okay, sige, hindi. Kasi I've been reading this for days now. Kasi it was a weekday. But now, it's the weekend. It's Saturday. Hello, hi. We're 62% of Once Upon a Rose. And I am getting the feeling of having another 5-star read. Our female main character, Beatrice, is a librarian. She also loves books so much. There's also a reference to the rose. There's dragons. There's a cursed prince. And the curse was a silencing curse. So, hindi natin alam. There's a mystery, a touch of mystery in it. And it's just so good. So, I have my coffee. And we're reading more.
If I'm being honest, I didn't mean to fall in love with you, with you, with you, with you. It just kinda happened. Don't really know when. Just know that it's with you, with you, with you, with you. Now it's making me nervous, 'cause I'm thinking you noticed. Let me know if you change your mind. All we do is talk. It's impossible.
Okay, so maybe we have established already that I am loving this book, but the romance part is I feel like I have to justify why I'm loving it. And we accept red flags only on fairy tales. So I finished Once Upon a Rose, and I love that this is very close to the original, not very, but close to the original Beauty and the Beast. We see Belle as the lover for books, very much in love with reading, very much in love with books and libraries. I also love that there is a nod to the rose as well, to the iconic rose, and I love that there is a twist for having a dragon. You know what I mean? It's so cute. It's so cozy. It also adds a little bit of uniqueness to the story. I still enjoyed it. I also love the romance side, although the plot, I was expecting more from the plot, so I didn't expect a 5-star read, but it's high on my list because it's so good na it's something light from what I am currently reading. I know I could have rated it lower kasi nga hindi ko naman din masyado nagustuhan yung ending, but I love how the retelling was adapted here. Medyo kulang lang sa execution, but the concept and the characters are there, and whatever I was looking for in a retelling, nandun din siya. It's another vlog, it's another week. Let's move on and stop this.
Tell me